Well, I just thought I'd show you the book that I got. So it was 4 books for £1. So this, Enid Blyton's Treasury, is from 1947 and it's cost me 25 pence. When I was younger, early teenage years, I had a complete collection of Enid Blyton. Some of them were very old, and I'd got them from jumble sales and wherever I could get them. I absolutely loved Enid Blyton books. I know that they've fallen out of favour because of changes in people's thought patterns of what is politically correct. Let's just put it that way. It's always of a different era and things change all the time. Some of it I can understand, others I can't. Unless I've walked in that person's shoes who's complained about it, then I'm afraid I can't comment because it's not me. All I know is that I used to love Enid Blyton books, but I can totally understand why people didn't like them. Let's put it that way. It's absolutely lovely. It's published for Boots Pure Drug Company Limited, Nottingham. And that's fantastic, isn't it? Because Boots Chemist started in Nottingham, so it's nice to see that. And the colour plates are beautiful. Anybody that likes books and books of a certain era. When we went to school, we had nature tables. We spent a lot of time outdoors, and I spent a lot of time outdoors after school as well. And it's of a totally different age. It's when not everybody had televisions, not everybody had cars, but this page here has got all the little things that you could find in water. And I can remember there used to be a stream, a brook, that was at the bottom of our village. And I spent hours there. Absolutely hours, sometimes on my own. And there'd be sticklebacks, which is the fish that there is there. There'd be all the water boatmen as well. There'd be water snails, frogs, toads, snails that were out on the little pebbles, and we absolutely loved it. I did in particular. There's another colour plate there of all the butterflies. You could imagine that in a frame, and this is what's happened to a lot of the books. But then again, I think, well, at least people are looking at them, aren't they? They're looking at the plates. Because there must be a lot of things in museums that, because they've got so many things, they just don't get seen. And I think that's sad. Just look at that. That is of a certain age as well. The armchair has got the chintzy covers on. It looks like it's snowing outside. Just have a look for another. This is another thing that you wouldn't see as much now. Not as politically correct, I don't think, because it was usually people that were nothing to do with native Indians, American Indians or whatever, but that was like the circus ring. And you did have elephants and all different wildlife, lions, camels. Right up into the 80s, I remember seeing camels in a circus. I liked going to see the circus, but I didn't like it if they picked people out of the audience. I was terrified because I didn't want to be picked. And that just shows the gypsy caravans or Roma caravans. You never know if you're offending people with what you say now. but everything changes. Another butterflies, look. Beautiful. So lovely that is. And another one. When you think you can go into a charity shop and get a lovely book like this for next to nothing. This, paper dolls. I remember winning a prize at school and I got a book that has got all paper dolls in with all little paper outfits, and you could cut them out and put them on the paper dolls. And I can strongly remember being in my granddad's caravan that he'd made himself. Yes, he made his caravan. He pot riveted it all. It was all metal, lovely inside. It was our holidays. As a family, we used to pack everything up in the car that we'd got in the pantry, take it with us, and that was our holiday. And we went a lot because it was a family caravan. So whenever we could, we'd pack up and go. Just look at this. You wouldn't get that as much nowadays because, you know, health and safety and children out on their own. It's the saddest thing. And of course, you wouldn't get that as much either. You know, you wouldn't get children making friends with a man. It's the saddest thing, it really is. That's the caravan, look, leaving the back of the car. Well, that's similar to the one that my granddad made. It wasn't very big. It was just like a 4-berth caravan, but we made do with it. And that's the picnic, look. And the teapots, the brown ones, they used to call them brown betties. I don't know if they still do. But this uncut bread, that's something that you don't see as much nowadays. And it looks like they've got a tin of treacle, golden syrup. And that would be it. No McDonald's, nothing like that. The only takeaway food was fish and chips. And there's all the birds. And once again. So to me, it's social history. It's taken me back. I was born in 1960, so obviously this is older than I am, but I still remember people wearing similar clothes to this in the book, and I do find it a fantastic thing. When you think that magazines can be £5 and you can get this for 25 pence, I know which I'd have every time. And it's going to a charity, the money is as well. So recycling, what's not to like? I know some people don't like second hand, but I'm fine with it. And that's for books. I mean, the books that you read at school, they were all second hand really, because they'd been through lots of hands, if you know what I mean. Library books are the same. They're second hand because they've been through loads of hands. So I can't understand what's the difference with the ones from charity shops. But I don't mind if people leave them because I pick them up and I'm happy. Right, anyway, that's my little bit of social history, and I thought I'd share it with you because I thought the pictures in particular were beautiful. Right, I'm going to sit and have a nice drink, a nice hot drink. I think I'm going to have a chai latte or something, just for something different. Bye.